On the edge of a forgotten moor, where the fog clung to the ground like a second skin, stood an inn known as the Hollow Stag. Travellers rarely found it by choice, most stumbled upon it after losing their way on the twisting roads that cut through the marshland. Its wooden sign, carved with the outline of a stag whose eyes seemed to lifelike, swayed in the wind with a hollow creak. One autumn night, a merchant named Kalin sought refuge there. His horse was exhausted, his lantern sputtering, and the fog so dense he could not tell road from fen. When the inn's crooked roof appeared through the mist, it felt like salvation. Inside, the hearth burned bright, though the fire gave of no warmth. The innkeeper, a tall woman with hair like pale ash, greeted him with a voice that seemed to echo, as though two people were speaking at once. He ate, he drank, and yet the food seemed to fade on his tongue, leaving no memory of flavor. Other guests sat around the tables, but none of them spoke. They only stared at the fire, eyes hollow, expression slack. Uneasy, Kalin asked the innkeeper for a room, and she led him to the upper floor. The hallway stretched far longer than the inn should have allowed, with doors that looked identical, each marked with the image of a stag's antlers. His own door creaked open before he touched the handle, and inside was a bed draped in heavy curtains. Too tired to question it, he collapsed onto the mattress. In the night, he awoke to the sound of hooves on the floorboards. Something moved outside his door. Slowly, the curtains around his bed parted, not by wind, not by hand, but as if unseen antlers pushed them aside. Kalin froze, his breath shallow. In the dim glow of the moon through the window, he saw it, the stag from the sign, but its eyes glowed like embers, and its ribs jutted out like blades. It leaned close, the weight of its hollow gaze pressing into him. When dawn came, the room was empty. Kalin was gone. The innkeeper returned to the common room, where the guests still sat, their faces pale and empty. She smiled faintly as a new figure entered the door, drawn by the mist. Another traveller who had lost his way. The Hollow Stag never turned anyone aside, but those who entered never truly left.